Hello everyone, Linda Israel here, and today is day 7 of 12 days of junk journal gift ideas, and today I'm going to make what we call a one sheet mini. It's using a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and we're going to decorate it and make a little mini journal. So what I've got here is some of my gel prints and even a digital copy of one of my gel prints. And so I'm just going to take pieces of this, of these, and I'm going to attach them to this scrapbook paper. I'm not going to worry about if things are upside down or right side up, if it's jagged or if it's straight. I'm just going to start adding pieces, because when we start to score and fold this piece, it's not going to matter because it's just going to be kind of all mixed up, if you will. So I'm just going to do this with some of my glue pot and a little paintbrush. So I'll grab a piece of paper and I'll just glue it down. And I'll just keep doing that till my whole sheet is covered. I may leave some spaces open. This is a great way to use some of that scrapbook paper that maybe isn't the prettiest, and you may not have actual ideas of how to use it, but this is a great way to do that. So let me work on this, and then once I've got all these pieces adhered, I'll come back and I'll show you the next steps. Okay, so I've added my little pieces of paper just here and there all over, and I think now what I'm going to do is, I don't have a lot of purple and I don't have any yellow, so I'm going to use my little mixed media technique of squirting out a little bit of paint and then using an old key card to spread it around. So I'm just going to add some pops of yellow here and there. Alright, now that I've got a little bit of yellow on here, I'm going to take some purple and do the same thing. I'll dry this with my heat tool, and then I think I'm going to do some stamping over the top of it. Alright, so the paint is dry, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some stamps. These are all from Beeline Design, and so I'm just going to stamp a few of these with some black paint, with black, graphite black, Brilliance ink. So we're just going to kind of add some more texture. I'm not going to really worry about how vibrant the stamping is. I'm just going for some texture on the page. So I'll kind of switch up stamps. And I'm using stamps that don't necessarily have a direction to them, so that I can just stamp them wherever I want. All these stamps that I'm using are from Beeline Designs, and I have them available in my shop. Okay, so I've pretty much got this stamped the way that I want. So now what I'm going to do is just trim off any pieces that extend beyond, and then I'm going to get my paper trimmer out and use it to help me score and then cut my page. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to score this every 3 inches, rotate and score it again. I have another tutorial on how to make one of these pages that isn't mixed media, but I thought this would be kind of fun to show the mixed media way. So I'm just using a scoring tool. You could use a ruler, you could use a scoreboard, whatever is convenient for you to help you get a straight line to score the paper. Alright, so I've scored this side, so now what I'm going to do is just rotate it 90 degrees, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to score it every 3 inches. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold on these score lines so they're more prominent so you can see them. So now you may not be able to see the score marks and the fold marks, but they are there. So the first thing I'm going to do is going down the center, I'm going to cut from one edge just to the 3 edge mark on 3-inch edge on the other side. So right here where it intersects, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to use my paper cutter. You could use scissors, whatever works for you. Then I'm going to rotate this around and I'm going to cut on these other sides going up to the 3-inch mark. So I'm starting to get the pieces together here. So now, as you can see, we kind of have this zigzag looking piece here, okay? So now I'm going to start folding this in accordion folding, and what I want is for the outside to be this white because I plan to cover it with something else. So I'm just going to start folding these back and forth upon themselves. Like so. And just keep going until the whole thing is folded up. And I didn't cut mine perfectly, but I'm okay with that. So here's where the pages would start to come together for this journal. And I miscalculated on one side. Apparently I shifted when I was making this. So now the key is to glue these together. So I'm just going to go in here, and this is going to be the cover. So this page is going to be a page. You can make these a pocket. Today I think I'm just going to glue them solid, just because I don't know how I want to use this yet. I may glue it just completely solid, or I may make pockets. I may do a little bit of both. You could use two-sided paper or scrapbook paper. You could decorate both sides so that you don't have to decorate the front cover. But there is the pages for the journal. And then I think what I'm going to do now is I want to put something over the spine here. So I'm going to grab some paper. Let's see here. Let's do this pink. I think the pink would look really good. So I'm going to get a little strip of that. About 1.5 inch strip, and I'm going to make it 3 inches in length. And then this, I'm just going to kind of mark where the center is so I know where the center portion is. And we'll put that over the spine. I'm going to glue this in place. But before I do that, I want to put a piece of ribbon on here. So I just happen to have some laying here I saw a moment ago. So this is going to be my front of the journal where it opens. So I'm just going to take my ribbon and go ahead and tie it into a bow. And that way it doesn't move around on me. Trim off the excess. Alright, so kind of position that in the center best I can. And then I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to coat one side with glue to the center area, like so. Then I'm going to go up here onto the journal, using my little crease as the center guide. Wrapping that around, and I'll glue this side down. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to find a couple of more gel prints that I like. And I think I'm going to do something with this one. And I'm going to cut a little shy than 3 inches, so it'll fit on the front of this cover. I'll make little 3-inch, almost 3-inch squares. I've got some Distress ink and black soot. So I'm just going to go around the edges really fast. And then I'm going to adhere this on top of the cover. Okay, so I'm going to test to make sure which is going to be my front and which is going to be my back. And how I will know is where the pockets are. So if they're completely glued shut. Alright, so this is my top here. So I want to put a little image on the front here. I think that'll work. This is an image from Calico Collage. It normally comes as an artist trading card size, and I tell my printer to print the 8.5 by 11 image sheet as a 5 by 7 image. So let me see what else. Oh, let's do a little pop of pink behind that. That would look good right there in the center. Add some Distress ink to the edge of this. And then I'll adhere this on top. This would be a project that you could sit down with some kids and have them decorate the page and then help them cut and score and cut. And I think that's good enough. I think this is kind of fun that whoever gets this journal could add little bits. You could take the time to make little tags to go in each pocket. But I just thought it would be kind of fun just to have a little mixed media journal. Some of these pockets go this way. Some of them are from the top. Just a fun journal. I hope you enjoyed seeing something like this, that, you know, we're all trying to create some great gift ideas for the 12 days of Junk Journal gift tutorials and ideas. Make sure you check out the description box for the others that are also creating items. There's a playlist as well, so every day I've been adding all of the videos to that playlist. Of course, check the description box, the links to the digital images that I shared, as well as my digital gel prints and the stamps. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell at the top. And remember that every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do a live YouTube, and you can come and chat and create with us. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a fabulous day. Bye.